Hey, welcome to the team. A massive congratulations on kicking off your apprenticeship. We put this together to be your official guide, really, to help you hit the ground running and make your time with us a huge success.
So let's just dive right in. This is it, your career in the automotive industry. It officially starts right now. Think of this guide as your roadmap. We're going to break down absolutely everything you need to know from day one to become an amazing tradesperson.
Okay, first things first, let's get clear on who we are. You're going to hear our name, Apprenticeships Are Us, a lot, and there is one single crucial thing you've got to remember about us.
And that is, we are your legal employer. We're what's known as a group training organization, or a GTO for short. Now, what does that actually mean for you? Well, it means we handle all the big stuff, your employment contract, your wages, your super, all of it. That way you can just focus on learning the trade. Think of us as your home base, your dedicated support system from the very start to the very finish.
Now you might be thinking, okay, so who's who in this whole setup? And you're right, there are a few key players involved, but don't worry, it's actually a really simple system, and it's all designed to help you succeed. So let's meet your support crew.
This pretty much breaks it all down. So, over on the left, that's us. Apprenticeships Are Us. We're your employer. We take care of the big picture, paying your wages, getting you your safety gear, all that official paperwork. Then, right in the middle, you've got your host business. That's the workshop. That's where you'll be every day getting your hands dirty and learning on the job. And finally, on the right is the RTO. That's your trade school, where you'll go for all your formal off-the-job training.
So with all these different groups, who's your main person? Who do you call? That's the easy part. It's your Apprentice Employment Manager, or your AEM. This person is your #1 contact. They're your personal guide, your advocate. Honestly, they're the first person you should call for absolutely anything.
All right, let's talk about the thing that's on everyone's mind when they start a new job. Getting paid. We keep it really straightforward, but you have a super important part to play in making it happen.
Look, the bottom line is this: no timesheet, no pay. It's that simple. And that's not us trying to be strict. It's just about making sure every single hour you work is documented and paid for properly. So here's the 3-step process you have to follow every week. 1, fill out your timesheet and make sure it's accurate. 2, get your supervisor to sign off on it. And 3, email it to us by midday every Monday. That is a hard deadline, so don't miss it.
And here's what the timesheet looks like. Take a good look, because this isn't just a piece of paper. It's actually a legal document. It's your responsibility to get it right and to get it in on time. Doing this right protects you, and it makes sure there's an official record of all your hard work. Accuracy is everything.
And here's a quick rundown of what happens after you send it in. You get paid weekly, right? That pay is for the previous week's work, from Monday to Sunday. We process all the pays on Tuesday, and your payslip gets emailed straight to you. Your pay rate itself is set by the industry award, and on top of that, we pay superannuation into your fund every month.
An apprenticeship is a partnership. It's a two-way street. You've got responsibilities, things you need to do, and you also have rights, things you can absolutely expect from us. This is how we build a great relationship together.
This slide lays it out perfectly. On the left, that's what we expect from you. Be on time, be ready to learn, follow the rules, and please ask lots of questions. Show us you're keen to be there. And on the right, that's our promise to you. You can expect fair pay, a safe place to work, all the protective gear you need, and your own dedicated AEM to back you up no matter what.
Okay, we're going to shift gears now and talk about the most important topic of all. This is more important than the skills you learn. It's more important than your pay. It's your safety.
So, just take a second and think about this. When you walk into that workshop every morning, what is your single most important job?
The answer is simple, and it is completely non-negotiable. It's keeping yourself and everyone around you safe. Every task you do, every moment of the day, every single day, nothing else even comes close.
So, how do we make that happen? Well, here is your essential checklist. Always wear your personal protective equipment, your PPE. You need to report every single injury or even a near miss within 24 hours. Never, ever come to work under the influence. And if a task feels unsafe, you have the right and a responsibility to stop work immediately and tell your supervisor and your AEM.
A huge part of this is being fit for work. So what does that mean? It means being in a physical, mental, and emotional state where you can do your job safely. If you're not feeling right for any reason, and you think it could affect safety, you have to let your supervisor and your AEM know.
Look, we get it. Things can get tough sometimes, whether it's at work or even outside of it. So the last and maybe most important thing we need to cover is how to get help. Because you are never on your own in this.
This quote from your handbook says it all, really. If you are ever being harassed or bullied, you have to speak up. If you're having any problems at all at the workshop, we can help and we will help.
So the biggest takeaway here is knowing who to call, and it's simple. For pretty much any issue you can think of, your AEM is your first phone call. Problems at work? Talk to your AEM. Even if you're thinking about resigning, please just talk to your AEM first. A quiet, confidential chat can make all the difference. And for any specific safety concerns, the number for our HR and safety manager is right there for you.
So there you have it. You know who's in your corner, you know how you get paid, what your responsibilities are, and how to stay safe. We've given you the tools and you've got the team behind you. So the only question left is, are you ready to build your future?